Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part out here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see...
Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Up to meet it! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Forward it goes. Lewandowski. Oh, shooting chance! He has been fouled there. Jordi Alba. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now, can he capitalise? Gone back to the keeper. Keeper sends it forward. Davis. That's gone a long way up and away. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Over to the left. Well, that's where he wants it. Davis. Good clearance and very necessary. Bayern Munich get it back again. Gnabry. And here it's Muller! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Hoists it forward. He spotted the run, has a pop! And the finish! And we hit half-time, so both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. We're ready up and running for the second half.
Barcelona can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
And it's Gnabry. Gnabry with the delivery. Kimmich. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's neat. Played into the middle. Jordi Alba. Coutinho. Coutinho just doesn't give up. You just know he'll be in there again before long.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Kimmich. And it's Muller. Jordi Alba with the cross-field ball. He's gone for it!
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Has a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Bayern Munich were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Roberto. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Roberto. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Alaba drives it forward, hoists it high. Caught offside that time. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
That's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, a warm welcome, one and all, on what has been an horrendous, wet evening. Thankfully, this rain has been deemed to be within reasonable limits, and after an inspection and all the regular formalities, the teams were handed in on time, and the all-important go-ahead was given. Bit of disruption, of course, for those travelling in the direction of the ground. The crowds have taken a little longer than usual to get in and to settle down, but thankfully that is behind us, and we are on track. We have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture-perfect for a game of this nature. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure. A fantastic dribbler with a killer eye for a pass and obviously a lethal finisher too. Everyone knows what he's capable of, but stopping him's a very different matter. This opposition defence will not be looking forward to this one, I can assure you.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. It's come loose. Barcelona get it back again.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Could move up a gear here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Barcelona break the deadlock.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Morata. It's Morata! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Danilo. Shapes to shoot! Chance to break. Ball's out on the left now.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Griezmann. He's got away. And he's there to cut it out. It's a loose ball. Messi! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning them...
It's good effort, and it is right on half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
It's a throw. Chiellini. Quadrado plays it forward. Danilo. Tries a shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Bonucci simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
He just whacks it away. And it's Danilo. Neto can hoist it clear. And play for a throw. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Griezmann has created one goal already. Barcelona are experts at this stylish possession-based game.
Well, we're talking tiki-taka, a lot of short, crisp passing, and once the ball is lost, they quickly try to win it back.
That'll be a throw-in. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Danilo. Bonucci. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Messi, who has made his impact already. And here's Ramsey. Oh, that's a waste. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who is going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Pjanic looking to run onto it. Gets the better of his man. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Juventus making another change here. Barcelona take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Gets away from his opponent. It is quite a run he's making here. That is terrific skill. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. Quadrado is there and he can get that clear. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And that will be the final act. Juventus, well beaten. There's no spinning this result. It could have been a whole lot worse. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close a deal.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Greenwood. Rashford. Good clearance and very necessary.
Manchester United have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Kimmich tries to get it forward quickly. Matic. Maguire. Defence has got rid of that.
No efforts on target is acceptable if levels of enthusiasm and energy are good, and they're not.
Gets away from his opponents. Well read, he sorted that out. Pogba. It's Rashford. Oh, he's in! Hits one! Ah, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Alaba plays it forward. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Greenwood tries to stroke it through. Goretzka goes looking. And now they can launch a counter. Good ball, it's found its target. And the first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So, your views on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created from. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Bayern Munich can be very glad that half-time came when it did. Poor possession and very little firepower means they need a serious pick-up in this second half. No guts, no glory.
Jerome Boateng. Gnabry. Gnabry takes control of enemies on the move. Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Ball through needs to be good here. And it's Boateng. He's had a real chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that. We're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Bayern Munich have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. It's gone out for a throw-in. Kimmich. And here's more, and the finish!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
There's going to be another change here. Greenwood looks to dink one in. Hernandez drives it forward. Coman.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Wan-Bissaka shoots!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Pogba hoists it forward. Chance to break. Muller. Matic spreads it towards the left. Gnabry. Coman. Away from immediate danger. And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see...
He's gone for it! Gets up to hit it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Ketia tried to play it through. Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Hector Bellerin. Willian.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Get the better of his opposite number. He's been side down. Is that a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead, he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here. Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and Aubameyang!
Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Jordi Alba goes looking. Forward it goes. And here's Coutinho. And here's Coutinho. Barcelona went ahead through an own goal, and the score is 1-0. And it's been given away. That's the through ball. Willian has a hit! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
Was he just trying to be a little too clever then? I mean, it's hard to say, but one thing's for sure, he needed to stick it away, and he knows it.
So here comes a substitution. There's the end of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
That's just been exhilarating, Peter, and leaving everyone wishing for a little bit more, but we'll have one manager now trying to exercise more control, so we can only hope that they go at it again in similar fashion.
Barcelona come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And here's the chance to counter. And it's Lacazette. He's left his man. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Big tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Arsenal are level. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Oh, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Barcelona take the lead. Luis battles to win it back. And out to safety. Shapes to shoot! Has a pop! And for a moment, time stood still. Tierney. He's got options out wide. Going for goal! It's in!
You know, we may be looking at another classic here. I'm not going to guess what's going to happen next, but that is great togetherness and resolve.
He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
This is quite a battle.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Oh, great ball!
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Plays it out to the flank. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Roberto. Now it's Aubameyang. Hoists it high. Lacazette. And that will be the final act. Nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.